Hello, everyone, and welcome back to LifeShare University of Healing. My name is Lisa Moria, and I'm here to talk to you today about some stress management and some guided meditation and hypnosis. I'd like to start out by telling you a little bit about how I got started in the natural wellness and energy healing field. When I was first diagnosed with RSD and CRPS, which is reflex sympathetic dystrophy, or also known as complex regional pain syndrome, it's a disease that causes the nervous system to constantly be in on position. Okay, so basically, if the healthy or normal person, I like to say, had a broken arm, um, the nervous system would, or the brain would send the nervous system signals that something was wrong. Okay, it would swell up to protect the area, and so on and so on. Well, even though I do not have a broken arm, I get the symptoms of a broken arm. Even though I don't have a broken leg, I get the symptoms of a broken leg. So that's pretty much what RSD does. Causes debilitating chronic pain, is incurable, and it can affect the body in whole, organs, bladder, stomach, migraine, headaches. I mean, it just goes on and on. It's a very, very debilitating disease. So that being said, after I found that stress, because it was related to the nervous system, that stress was my worst enemy, and it would increase my physical pain. After struggling for many years with all different types of medications, physical therapy, psychotherapy, and then 10 pain management doctors later, until I finally found somebody that could help me. And I found that I was my own worst enemy. I had a choice to make. I could change, or I could stay in constant pain for the rest of my life. I just needed to figure out how I was going to do it. I found that I had to change, because you can't make other people change, but you can change and you can make your life better. So I started researching holistic ways to help myself, and I also wanted to eliminate some of the medications I was being prescribed. What I found would change my life forever. With the help of a licensed physician, of course, and the discoveries I had made, I was able to remove most of the medications. I was ready to make that change. I wanted to be the old me again, and I'll never forget when I said to the doctor, I just want to be the old me again. And he said, gently, of course, this is probably not the best time to tell you this, but you will never be the old you again, Lisa. Well, I went home. I cried and cried and cried for hours. And then I realized some things happen for a purpose. And when we find that the old me was no longer serving our higher purpose, we begin to open those new doors that are right in front of us and close the old ones that are behind us. I was confined to a wheelchair for over 6 months, and continuously told that my disease would just progress and get worse. I did not want to live my life in a wheelchair. Now, don't get me wrong, not everyone has that choice to get up out of that wheelchair. But we do have a choice as to what good can come from our experiences. We can sit there and feel sorry for ourselves, like I did for a really long time. Or we can take our experiences into the world and teach others from them. I chose the latter. Stress. Okay, stress is the number one leading cause of disease in our country. Many times, life changes causes stressful situations, but when we understand how to respond and not react to stress, life becomes much easier to live. Change is difficult, but it's necessary in life. From changing our clothes, moving to a new home, graduating from school, or the death of a loved one, we all handle change differently, which can cause strife in our life. But if you could find a way, a healthy and natural way to relieve that stress, would you do it? I did. And I'm so happy I made that choice because that choice helped me being here to teach you how to do it too. Do I still have RSD? Yes, it's an incurable disease, but I can control most of the symptoms that cause flare ups, that cause debilitating pain. It takes a bit of time to learn these techniques, but I am living proof that it can happen and it is possible. The first thing I did was I started to practice meditation so I could learn how to quiet my mind, relax, release the pain and the stress that I was experiencing, and it worked. I was addicted to meditating. All I wanted to do was lay down for hours at a time. And of course, I was bedridden and wheelchair bound, so I had nothing else to do at the time. I was so excited that I started to research more and more, then became certified in 7 areas of natural wellness over the next few years, one being hypnotherapy. Now, I know there's a lot of myths about hypnotherapy and a lot of fears when somebody hears hypnosis. But know that hypnotherapy and guided meditation are very, very similar. The difference between them is that meditation is basically for relaxing the mind. Hypnotherapy has a purpose behind the guidance. For example, with meditation, you can relax and reach your inner self. With hypnotherapy, you can relax, reach your inner self, and find out why things are happening or how to release negative patterns and habits. So basically, what happens during hypnotherapy is that the therapist gives suggestions to help you get to the root of the problem, releasing it and removing it. There's no mask placed over it like prescription medications do. You're not just covering the problem, you're actually getting to the root and eliminating it for good. Hypnotherapy does not hide the problem, but discovers it and eliminates it. Again, there's some beliefs about hypnosis. Let me clarify them for you. You are in complete control when in a hypnotic trance. You are aware of what you are doing and saying. I can't make you bark like a dog or cluck like a chicken or act as stiff as a board. This is called stage hypnosis when this happens. It's done for entertainment purposes. I cannot force you to do or say anything that you do not want to do. I can't say when you hear this word, you're going to start clucking like a chicken. And then next thing you know, you're in a supermarket looking at the chicken breasts and every time I told you every time you hear chicken or see chicken you're going to cluck. No, it's not how it works really. Another belief is that you can get stuck in a hypnotic trance. You cannot get stuck in a trance. If a therapist was to walk away and leave you in a hypnotic trance, which I hope that no therapist would ever do, you would awaken at any time just like you just took a nice relaxing nap. Another concern is that people may get emotional during the hypnotic state. This is possible, and it has happened to me personally. But I will tell you this, your higher self will not allow you to view anything that you cannot handle at the present time, emotionally, physically, mentally, or spiritually. So please don't worry about finding out anything that you're not able to deal with. Although there is no guarantee with hypnosis, there are statistics that I found to be absolutely amazing. The American Health magazine did a comparison study between 3 different types of therapy and the effectiveness of each. Okay, the results: 38% recovery from psychoanalysis after 600 sessions. 72% recovery in behavioral therapy after 22 sessions. Now, hypnotherapy, 93% recovery after 6 sessions. That's only 6 sessions compared to 600 in psychoanalysis. Those studies, or those, I'm sorry, that study is amazing, that comparative study. And that was done by the American Health magazine. What is so great about hypnotherapy is that there's no side effects at all. It is possible that you will remember everything that's seen. You may remember not remember anything, or it could seem like a dream. Just know this, whether you remember or you do not remember, your subconscious knows what it is doing and does all the work behind the scenes for you. It's like you have a little crew behind the curtain in your mind. You see, when in a hypnotic trance, your subconscious mind moves the conscious mind aside so the therapist can talk directly to the subconscious, which is where every feeling, memory, and emotion lies. When we relax our minds, we're able to reach within ourselves and become more mindful of what is happening in our life. So glad you joined us today, and I will be talking to you real soon. This is Lisa Moria from LifeShare University of Healing, and I will talk to you soon. Namaste.